Newcomers, welcome back my fellow Aeternians. As always, it's me, AP. Today, we're here with the lovely Tiffany as our camera woman. As you can see, I am filthy, so I can't operate the camera right now. But we are upgrading our hut. We made a little roof, we've made some walls. Right now we're trying to add some mud to these walls so that we can get some better insulation as well as protect them from bugs and the weather. Just like people have been doing for thousands of years, building adobe mud huts, we are going to be attempting that, of course with some modern upgrades. But for the moment, plain and simple, just like people have been doing for a real long time, we are trying to make a mud hut. So right now I'm adding this base of insulation, trying to keep some ants and termites and stuff out. As you can see, we have these little tiny crevices where the light's coming in, and we are trying to smooth that out as much as possible, fill it in, try and make for a nice insulated base structure for us. How's everybody been doing? How are the micronations? Please keep me updated with how the community's been. I haven't been able to make a video in like the last 3 weeks. I've been trying to finish up with my semester, which I am officially done with my undergraduate degree in college. Got my degree a few days ago, and now we are working on the land and trying to get a job, as well as applying for my master's degree. So, hope you guys are doing well, and I'm excited to hear what you're up to. Right now I am mixing our mud, making a big gross mud pit so that we can have a good amount of resources to continue to add to our structure here. This is the grossest and one of the hardest parts of doing this, at least this initial part, because you got to make it really, really level. Got to try and make it real smooth as much as you can. Too bad, but we don't have to make it too perfect right now because we're going to go back in later once we have everything filled in and smooth it out again.
What's that glass thing?
That's a great question, sir. Thank you for bringing that up. So we were filming earlier, and I brought it up. We found a big glass jug on the land. I've been actually using it to clear some water out of this pit. Earlier when we came, it had rained a little bit, so there was some water that had built up in here. But we are using this. Essentially, we just found it, and we're probably going to clean it out, use it for collecting some fresh water, doing basically anything we need, holding some stuff. We may decorate it and sell it. We'll figure out what to do, but it's one of our first artifacts out here on the land that we found that's by the land for the land. So we're continuing to grow Aeternia's territory one day at a time. Last time you guys saw this on another live stream, we were pretty much just in a big hole. Now we have walls, now we have the start of a roof, so we're coming a long ways. And I am hoping to get a nice edited video out to you guys about the first month that we've been out here, because now we've been here a little bit over a month. But we've only been able to come out 3 or 4 times, so I'm hoping to get that up for you guys pretty quickly and show you what we've been up to.
You have like a mud glove on that other hand, not the other one. Look at it. No, turn your hand around.
My globby.
Look at it. It's like a hole.
Wow. I got mud globbies.
It's like a biker glove.
It's so
The ones
thick.
with the holes right on the back of the hand.
Oh yeah, with the little bumpies.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I guess see if I can start to cover this up. So
See,
that's what I'll try and do.
that's what it's talking about. If you get some of the twigs to put in between, it will help to keep the structure of the clay as it's in that hole,
Yeah.
so that it sticks better. Of course, when you go to the outside and you finish up the last layer, you don't want it to have any of the twigs for when we go to try to dry up the clay to hold it steady. But
Tiff's got smart ideas. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do some twigs and we're gonna do some rocks. We'll just kind of shove them up into there as much as we can. We got a moth in here right now with us. As we can see, that you guys probably can't see it too well, but we already have some. Little ants and stuff trying to get in here with us, so we don't want to have that too much. I'm gonna try and minimize the ants. But yeah, we're adding to our structure, we're adding to our foundation. I probably should have thrown into the Discord that we are live, but hop in the comments, guys. Let me know what's up. Let me know what you're up to. Okay. I gotta keep digging. Tiff has been having to give me some engineering instructions though, and kind of be the lead of this project, because especially dealing with the roof, I have been trying to figure out what to do, but I've been a little bit lost at it. Right now I have some fishing line and some stuff trying to support it up to just get us a little bit of like a thatch roof, just something to kind of cover and provide extra shade. We have a good bit of shade here because of the trees, but just trying to get something additional to support. Eventually we're just going to have to add more posts around it and actually nail some wood in to get, you know, nice thick pieces and a real stable structure. But we're slowly making those improvements over time, and like I said, with Tiffany's help and her advice, trying to guide the way to make this a little bit better each time we come out. Let's see. So we grab some more of these roots and then just shove it in there, add some additional thickness, and then grab a big glob of mud. This we don't have to worry about being too fine. This stuff you'll notice is pretty fine because we really didn't want a lot of rocks in it. We didn't want a lot of big chunks, because as we're shoving it in there, we want to smooth it out, and it's just real small little cracks. But this big area, we really don't care too much. We can get some big globs of mud and rock and stuff and just kind of press it up in there. That way it'll kind of hold it a little bit better for us. As we keep adding stuff, it'll thicken up and dry and create that foundation that we need.
Don't fall.
I'm trying not to. That is one of the things about messing around in a mud pit. It sure is slippery, if that is not quite obvious off camera. But it sure is. It is quite slippery. So you're going to shove more of that in there. And then keep at it. Okay. We got some more. Get our stick again, move our jug. Uh-oh. Jug lid. Okay. Grab some of that, start adding it. Put the stick out. Actually, that'll probably be pretty good to add in right here. Help support our structure that much more. And grab these big chunks of junk, slap it into there, kind of mush it. There we go. So now you can see there's no more light shining through that little spot right there. That means we've done something to help it out. Of course, that can't be the end of what we do. Well, now we've got a light shining through there. So then we just continue to pack it in. Make sure we mush it all the way through, so that way it's supported on the inside and the outside. And we just continue shoving in there, just like that. Okay. Yep, like you can see now, we have a lot less light shining through there, which means less air, less gaps for bugs to get in and stuff like that. So that one day, when we can come and stay out here, we will be protected that much more from the. Of course, we've got to add some fresh water out here. We've got to add a place for us to go to the bathroom and all that good stuff. But we're getting our start out here, and that's honestly one of the most exciting things about having this land, is that even with absolutely nothing, not spending a dime over what we have purchased for this land, we're able to use the resources of it to some extent to help us get something out here to make life just that much more easy. That much easier, I should say. Again, still a long process, requires a lot of manual labor, a lot of effort, unless you do have the money to just put into, you know, hiring people and getting materials and stuff. But we have been fortunate to have a lot of good friends and a lot of help to be able to kind of get to this point. And now, as we continue to grow and as we continue to try and improve on this, we got to make those people proud and start to invest in some of our own materials and resources as we get the money to do that. So that way we can make it even more livable, you know. As I've talked about before on the channel, one of my biggest goals is trying to get my dad out here. And of course he can't live in a stick hut like this. This is for me to be able to come out here and stay the night and kind of camp out to be able to work on it more. But we really need to be able to get him, purchase materials to get him into a nice house that he can live in and feel comfortable in. And so this will be kind of our construction spot for the moment as we continue to go, because this is significantly a significant distance away from where we stay. So this will allow me to come out and actually live out here a little bit, stay out here for a few days at a time without being exposed to the elements 24/7, without getting flooded, you know, having a tent or a sleeping bag completely sunken in mud every time I come out. So we're just going to continue to pack right in there, fill this spot up. We almost got it covered completely. It's still just a little bit more, but it's really starting to get filled up now and good. Got a little bit of a crack up there, but it's getting filled in. That's also going to help. This is one of our main wooden structures right there, as you can see. And so what we need to be able to do is reinforce that a little bit better. We've got that down, you know, a few feet in the ground from this level, and then we've been trying to stack up and build around it as well to create just that much more support and protection for it. So as we continue to go, that'll be one of the added benefits of throwing all this mud up there, besides of course just trying to get some insulation in. As mentioned previously, it would be nice if we did have all of our nice shovels and pickaxes and stuff as we had the last time, but we are kind of just dealing with the wilderness at the moment because my car is in the shop and all of our tools are in the car. But here in the next few days, hopefully we'll be able to actually go and get that and get them out and help to protect that a little bit better. So move a little bit faster, certainly. So gonna continue to do this, continue to stack up, push into there, secure everything. All the little ants that were hanging out around there are starting to freak out because we're moving stuff away from where they like it, which is good for us, meaning we're starting to get them out of our way, out of our hair. And we will eventually get to the point where we don't really have to worry about them nearly as much. And we make this place feel just that much more like a livable condition. Or at least a campable condition. Yep, my stick broke. That's okay, because when we get a broken stick, we can add it in as part of our support. So shove that right in there. Get some extra mud, some extra clay, whatever we can get, and just shove it right in there. Pack it in nice and tight. Keep adding more. Just really glob it up. Okay, so now our stick's pretty well hidden. Got some extra reinforcement. We're going to continue to go just like that until we can build this up, then go across here, fill that part in, keep going all the way up, have this thing covered in mud. kind of want to massage it, just get into the ground a little bit right there. You'll notice we're going from this brown mud to this red clay right here, which is really nice. That's actually what we're going to want to use for the majority of the structure. But for this bottom, it's really not that much difference because we're primarily just trying to add some support around stuff like this big post. And that's one of the things you want to look out for. Some of the posts that we have in here are like pine trees and stuff like that, which we have to change out pretty quickly. This one is a nice big hardwood tree, so that's gonna be able to stay in there for quite some time, especially once we cover it in mud and stuff. It should be protected from the elements. But some of these we're just gonna have to pull out and replace with new posts pretty quickly. So a lot of this is, you know, a work in progress. We improve it every time we come out, make additions, make supports, and continue to stack. Just getting absolutely as messy as possible right now. One of the good things is, I was worried that we were starting to hit into the water table because every time we come out here, not every time we come out here, when it rains and we come out here, we'll see that this is filled a little bit with water. One of the good things, it means our roof is working a little bit because we had significantly less water in here last time we came out, but also we are, as I was able to pour some of the water out and move it out, we have seen a lot less fill back up in here. As you can see, it's not really growing the water. More water is not pouring in from the sides, which is good. So we're really still in a pretty clear area to continue digging, continue building. We just got to be careful as we go down because we're going to hit the water table more and more and more. It's going to be harder and harder to pull all that water out. So yeah, as you can see right now, we're going from covering that top area to now we're starting to cover around the sides of our post here. We're going to continue filling this side up, coming down, filling that side up, and then eventually getting it to where it's covered all around. And that really being a big part of the point here. I'm going to take this big piece of wood, and actually I'll probably use this as my new tool here. One of the hardest things when doing this, especially with these little primitive hand tools, is the fact that you have big rocks and stuff in your way. So when you run into some of those big rocks, there's really not a great way to break them up other than just bashing them or trying to dig them out by hand. I can see I got a lot more fresh mud right here, so I'm going to probably start grabbing some of this, seeing what I can do here to pull more of that down into our sludge pile. And then adding that right there gives again kind of some extra support. Do that again. Slapping it in, make sure it goes all around the base, around the back here. Just trying to fill it up, make it thick. We have any comments? Nope. Just hanging out. Cool deal. It's a pretty chill afternoon here. Just slowly trying to get stuff done. Okay, let's see. Do we have any viewers? Nah. Alright. Well, guys, it seems like most people are busy around about this time, so I think I'm gonna, since I imagine you guys don't want 2.5 hours of footage of me covering this thing up, I'm gonna go ahead and go. I just wanted to update you guys. Again, we got this jug, starting to make some progress. We got our, of course, our big mud pit, and this thing. We're gonna head out here in a second, and I will add this as well as some other footage to our 1 month build process here, and the progress that we've made so far. Really appreciate you guys spending some time with us, though. If anybody goes back and watches this, it does mean a lot. So, you know, please like it if you can. Please do all the YouTube stuff, subscribe and all that. But I appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming along on this journey with us. You guys have been here since we were trying to get this land in the first place. Now we've got it. Now we're taking our time building it and just doing everything we can to make Aeternia more and more of a home for us. So thank you so much, everybody. And once again, Aeternia forever. See you guys.